Welcome back to the daily discussion. So, as I was going through these last couple of days of talking about nature and how we would respond in nature, part of that was because I was struggling myself again with sleep, and I kind of go off and on with this and doing different things. Now, some of that was related to animals, so I couldn't take full credit for that. But there was some things I was doing that I was ignoring my body's signals, and going through these steps in this process and talking about it helped me realize that I was being that person too, just ignoring these signals. So what was going on was I was effectively overeating. Really, a lot of it's walnuts because I'm going through like 2 pounds a week, which is just too much, right? And I was just feeling full all the time. And that's just not normal for me anymore. So I just didn't feel comfortable. And my body was telling me that, and I was ignoring it. So eventually, my body started having more pains. I wasn't processing the workouts as well. I was sore a lot more. And eventually it started to get to a point where I just couldn't sleep again. My mind was just racing. I just couldn't get my brain to shut down when I needed it to. So yesterday I decided I'm not going to ignore that anymore because sleep is more important than everything else right now. It's like I can't continue to function without it. So if I get nutrition, if I get the exercise, all of it doesn't matter if I'm not processing it properly. So I skipped a meal yesterday. I said, you know what, I'm feeling too full. I'm gonna go ahead and skip one meal and see if that clears it out. And it did. Last night I slept very well. I woke up this morning, my body wasn't achy, not near as bad. It was just normal. It was just, needed to be stretched a little bit, and that was fine. My mind was clearer, my eyes didn't hurt. So there was just a lot of little tiny things that were adding up I was just ignoring. So that's why it's important to pay attention to these things and understand how your body would react in nature, so that you can look at these little signs that it's giving you and go, oh, maybe there's something there. And the reality of it is that not that it's always going to prevent everything, but when we ignore these little things and these little things start to add up, eventually they become big things, just like any other argument or something else in your life. These little body problems stack up eventually, and your body turns it into something bigger. So if we continue ignoring that, we're almost setting up the perfect environment for something big to happen, rather than just stepping back and saying, hey, well, if we can clean out these little things, maybe we prevent this bigger thing. And that's my goal, at least for me, is to try to prevent that big thing happening and keeping it to these small or I shouldn't say wildfires, these small campfires, so it never gets to that wildfire within me. So I don't know, hopefully that helps you and helps you start to, I hope that it helps you want to pay attention to these signals so that you can get better too.